The land of the Bible has secrets hiding in plain sight. Now, if you're a pastor, small group leader, or teaching the Bible in any capacity, I'd like to show you how to use some of our visual resources at BibleStock.org to become a more effective communicator. In this coaching session, I'll show you how to use footage from Samaria and En-Gedi to enhance your teaching of the day when Jesus met the woman at the well. And we will also provide links to all of the video clips I'll be using in this session. I hope you'll download one or more of those videos and use them the next time you're teaching on this passage. John chapter 4 opens with the surprising news that Jesus and his disciples went into Samaria. Normally, Jewish people traveled between the Galilee region and Jerusalem by way of the Jordan River Valley, Jericho, and the dramatic walk between Jericho and Jerusalem. But this time, Jesus took his disciples due north from Jerusalem through the mountains of Judea and Samaria. Taking that route might have saved them half a day of traveling, but it also took this very Jewish group of men through the heart of Samaria. It was a most uncomfortable and unexpected turn of events for the disciples. Jewish people avoided Samaritans if at all possible. Ironically, there's similar tension today in the same geographic area between Jewish people and Palestinians of the West Bank. Now, the conversation between Jesus and this woman at the well centered around water. At one point, Jesus said, "If you had known the gift of God and who it is that asks you for a drink, you would have asked him and he would have given you living water." Now pay close attention. The woman did not ask Jesus what he meant by the phrase living water. Instead, she asked him, "Where are you going to get living water around here?" This is where the land can add 4K clarity to this story. Samaria had water, but not a lot of it. This is a rocky land dependent upon wells and cisterns to survive the dry summer and the fall months. The woman even made a reference to Jacob's well, which was in this community. In the Old Testament, this town was known as Shechem. Jesus had come to Sychar, which was probably a small village just outside Shechem. Today, the city here is known as Nablus. On a side note, Abram came to this town. Joshua did too. In fact, it was in this valley where Joshua renewed the covenant between God and his people, between Mount Gerizim and Mount Ebal. Same valley where Jesus met this woman at the well in the hottest part of the day. Now, assuming it was already the dry season, which is a good bet, this woman was surely rationing every drop of water she could find. This means she had not bathed in a long time. She might go for months without washing her hair. The dryness of her physical situation matched the dryness of her personal life. We have several videos available that show that water is abundant in the northern part of Israel, in the Sea of Galilee, and along the Jordan River. But half of Israel is a desert. Few people live there even today. A shortage of water is the obvious challenge to living in much of Israel. Likewise, Jerusalem is high in the mountains where water can be scarce. Throughout the land, water conservation was a matter of life and death in the biblical era. Playing in water or even bathing every day was unheard of for most people. However, there is one exception to this dry as dust setting that will forever change the way your audience sees the meeting between Jesus and the woman at the well. Along the shoreline of the Dead Sea is an oasis called En-Gedi. The Dead Sea is the largest body of water in Israel, but because of its high salt content, you can't drink any of it. There is also no fresh water in the maze of canyons known as the Judean wilderness, except at En-Gedi. David hid from Saul at En-Gedi, and there's little wonder why he did so. There are places to hide at En-Gedi, and there's an endless supply of fresh water. En-Gedi is a tiny slice of paradise in the wilderness. The water bursts forth at En-Gedi after making its way, drop by drop, underground from the mountains of Judea. This is a process that takes centuries. By the time the water emerges here, it is the cleanest, purest water in the world. It is cold water, refreshing anyone suffering from the desert heat. And the water simply never stops flowing. You can go to sleep tonight knowing there will be plenty more of this living water tomorrow. And yes, people in Israel still call water like this living water. Mayim Hayim is the Hebrew. And what a perfect illustration for what Jesus was offering the woman in Sychar. She longed for refreshment. She needed purity. She wanted to be clean. She needed the life that that living water could give her. And the message Jesus gave to her and to us, He is living water, like the water at En Gedi, pure, clean, refreshing. And you can go to bed tonight or even lay down to die, and you know that plenty of living water is going to be waiting on you in the morning when you wake up. Be sure to check out all of our videos from Samaria, En Gedi, and the rest of Israel. Download the ones you like and then show them to your audience. They will never forget the images or the lesson you bring to them. Thank you so much for subscribing to Bible Stock. Thank you even more for using these resources in your own ministry. Together, we're helping everyone see the Bible's message in a fresh way, because seeing is believing.